approximately 350 million people worldwide suffer from depression. One of the most commonly prescribed medications to help treat this disorder are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs. These antidepressant medications affect the amount of the chemical serotonin in the brain and how it is released between neurons. But before we can get into what an SSRI does in particular, we have to understand how a neurotransmitter works. The brain and the nervous system are made up of neurons which send messages to each other, and ultimately give the rest of your body information, like what to do or how to feel. A neuron is made up of a cell body, dendrites, and an axon. The cell body contains DNA and basic information for growth and function. The dendrites act as the ears of the neuron, receiving chemical and electrical signals from other neurons. The axon is like the mouth of the neuron, which passes those chemical and electrical impulses to other neurons. Each neuron axon is lined up to a neighboring neuron's dendrites, and between them is a space called the synapse. When a neuron receives these messages, or impulses, a chemical imbalance is created, called an action potential. This action potential travels down to the end of the axon, and once it gets there, it fires a neurotransmitter, or the chemical message. This neurotransmitter crosses the synapse and binds to another neuron's dendrites, which starts the process all over again. A neurotransmitter carries the actual chemical message, such as serotonin, which I mentioned earlier. When these neurotransmitters don't work properly, they can cause mental disorders, like depression. Serotonin controls mood, appetite, and sleep. When you have depression, you don't have enough serotonin, and that can cause imbalances in those things. So, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor prevents reuptake, or the absorption of the serotonin into the brain, causing the neurotransmitter to stay in the synapse longer, which increases serotonin levels for the receiving neuron to bind to. The higher level of serotonin that the SSRI causes improves communication levels between neurons, which strengthens the neural pathways. This allows for the regulation of mood, appetite, and sleep, therefore helping the symptoms of the patient's depression. Thanks for watching. This has been Eliza Grigsby on how SSRIs and neurotransmitters work.